Well, our business correspondent Dave Harvey is at a gathering of the region's senior executives in Bristol tonight.
Yes, Dave, these dinners that you're at are usually an occasion for celebrations, but I imagine the mood is much grimmer tonight.
That's right, Chris. So you've got a posh hotel here. Posh frocks, black ties are still the order of the evening. And as you say, normally this would have been a chance for a little bit of quiet celebration. All these guys here you see dolled up tonight represent companies that have enjoyed 10 years of sustained economic growth here in the West Country. Not anymore, of course. Well, nonetheless, one of our most senior and respected business leaders will tell these people here tonight that the West Country is still a great place to do business. We'll challenge his optimism a little bit later and see where he gets it from. But first, I've been out meeting some of the executives for whom the recession has got personal.
Never been out of work since the last big recession, 1973, when I left school. I've been in work all the time.
Kevin Coughlin was, until recently, a senior marketing executive. He now finds himself in a growing army of smart-suited job seekers.
You immediately go into survival mode. So you look, right, what's happening tomorrow, where can I cut back on costs and things like that, and trim back in areas where you have luxuries and you don't really need.
Kevin's getting some one-to-one coaching from a firm of headhunters who've diversified. Now they help companies sack executives as painlessly as possible.
In one particular case, there's a factory completely closing. Now, they may well have a program for some of the operatives in the factory, but there will be senior executives there that need precisely this career advice.
But before you think the whole city is going to the wall, what's this? Yep, a new supermarket opening in the heart of Clifton. And no, it's not a discount credit crunch special. This is top-of-the-range food, an in-store bakery. Beautiful, fresh fish. They've done their sums here, and Waitrose bosses are confident there is plenty of money in Bristol, and now there are new jobs.
So we're 60 jobs here, also looking to open Weston-super-Mare later on in the year, and that'll create another 300 jobs in that area as well. So yeah, there's a lot of doom and gloom at the moment, but actually we're really proud and pleased that as a partnership we're continuing our expansion programme.
Much of the city's wealth comes from the new digital economy. The old Paintworks complex is now a hive of small businesses like this design firm. Young, funky and trading very healthily, thank you.
I do still believe that the recession is kind of selective in the industries it's working in. We specialise in 4 different areas. They're all services, and I think a lot of people are still needing services. One of the big ones for us is domestic tourism, so UK holiday parks, hotels, things like that. And obviously they're having a really good time at the moment.
The silicon economy is going strong too. As I'm constantly reminded, we design more IT here than anywhere outside Silicon Valley. But these are surely the exceptions. The rule, sadly, is that in most businesses at the moment, the numbers are going south.
Well, let's talk to John Savage, who's one of our most optimistic, I think it's fair to say, business leaders. John, you've been a positive voice throughout all this. Are you still?
Yes, I am. I'm well aware that there are people who are suffering, and I'm sad about that. But I am. These are times of opportunity as well as of difficulty, and we should never waste a good recession, and a lot of people understand that. So if you've got the resource, you can make some really good moves in business. I think.
But with so many companies, John, every day either going under or being saved, as we heard with Smallbone today, what are people to make of it out there who just don't know what's coming around the next corner?
Well, it is rough, there's no question, but it'll pass. I'm old enough to have been through several of them, and it'll pass. And I know that some people suffer badly, and that's sad. But it'll get better, and we'll come out of it. And I believe in this area, Greater Bristol, we'll come out of it much more quickly.
Any tips as to which parts of our economy will be the first out and the strongest through it?
Well, knowledge-based stuff, high tech, of course, aerospace remains quite strong, and things around that, media, things like that. We're a knowledge-based society here and ahead of the game, so people must try to think about how they can fit into that.
Thank you very much indeed, John Savage. So there you have it. The optimism still undimmed by some very rough news on the economy. Back to you.
Dave Harvey, thanks very much. Sailors and air crews from the